Hey guys, this is dpei, formerly of the Los Angeles Gladiators for the past 4 years, and I wanted to talk to you guys about the most important thing in Overwatch, especially in team play. There are these beautiful, beautiful set plays. This is an example of one, right? We all remember the Great Bamboozle. We rotate this side, we make their snipers go towards our side, and then we leave a sniper in spawn. We fake the brig because the brig model is small, and then boom, we get crazy good results. These set plays are really important in any game, in any tournament setting especially. These are, oh, I missed the cool moment here. Sure, take sites exactly where we want them. They're fooled, right? I want to show another set play that we've done exactly in the same series. Trust me when I say the Great Bamboozle, it was the most highlighted. It was the most creative. It was the one that people didn't understand. But this is one where we thought, we had the edge. We put goats onto point. What they think is goats onto point, all our tanks onto point. But we leave a tracer hiding on this side, flanking the Zen. It's the same exact concept, just a tracer instead of a widow flanking. And then our Rhine runs at them. Because we know that people play Pharah Widow in this meta. And we know that the Zen is going to be towards their side in their lobby, roughly. Same with their Widow, right? Because they need to get sightlines. So we came up with these delicious, delicious plans. They're fucking amazing. They win us these series. Look at this. In Koth, winning the first round is insane. It's actually crazy. But this is not what Overwatch is about. In fact, I have changed my coaching style. This is season 1. To going more to big concepts. Big concepts win you in Overwatch because there are infinitely many comps. I knew exactly what comp these guys were playing because everyone and their mother was playing this in scrims. Everyone and their mother was playing this in scrims. I already know, so I can make set design plans, but this isn't what wins you. This is what wins you individual games. What you need to win are matches. You need to win the whole season. You need to be the best team over the whole season. So how do we do that? That is the question. It's not going to be through set plays. How you become the best team is not through just one or two gimmick plays. These win you individual fights, which are very, very important, very, very pivotal. We go 3-0 in this best of 3 right here. Really important. But how do you actually win series? How do you become fundamentally a good team? This is what I want to talk about. Let's start with Outlaws versus Justice. I think Outlaws are playing their comp fundamentally wrong here. This has nothing to do with Outlaws players or anything. I know that they had limited time to go into this comp. Justice is a very good Lucio Moira comp, but they're playing their comp fundamentally wrong, and they have been teaching, concepts that don't necessarily line up for this. And I'll show this one, and then I'll show, us playing first day against Dallas Fuel. Us first day playing Zen Ball on Dorado against Dallas Fuel, and I'll show you that the big concepts that my team has been learning because these are the things that I focus on as a coach. So the first thing that you'll notice, these guys are playing Lucio Moira on Dorado. Outlaws are on defense. I think this comp is super favored. In fact, if we go deeper into the playoff meta, it is clear that it is favored. This comp is absolutely terrible against this comp as you go deeper and deeper into this meta. But once you're first starting, what do you rely on? You rely on fundamentals. You don't have all these specifics. These guys don't have all these specifics. You're just making up your game plan. They're making up their game plan, right? Meta doesn't exist in the first couple weeks. You just run your own comp that you like, right? So Outlaws here, they're going to run this comp, but they're not playing it right. Even with their position now, they need to be looking to surround them, and you need to be just pumping through and fighting space. You need to be pumping damage through a Zen and fighting for space. This is fundamental number 1. How wide can your comp go? Think about how much side space can you control. The side space is the most important thing in Overwatch. This game is 3D as hell. It's a MOBA basically. How are you controlling all the space? If there's a pie, this is a pie, you don't want to be at their side, our side. You don't want it to look like this. What you want it to look like is this. I own 66% of the pie. I own something greater than 50%. That's what you want. Every map is a circle, giant fucking circle, right? How can I own more of the pie relative to the point, relative to wherever we're fighting? Right now, they have split the map. Oh, sorry. They have split the map like this. This is already bad. We need to have a tracer, a diva, a ball somewhere over on this side. Make them look over here. Make them look over here. Control this side space. Control this side space. Control this. They're sitting all below you, And let's look at the circle now. From a bird's eye view, it's this, and then they own this chunk. The question is, why can Outlaws hold this chunk? Let's go over like the really basic stuff of like what main tanks do, what all these characters do. But basically the difference in their comp is the supports, this, and the main tank, right? That's it. The 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 main tank that can hold the most space is pretty much Ball. He can fight for space all by himself. Winston is the second best probably. Maybe Hog is the second best if you like, barring some metas, but you can just walk around and hold the space by yourself. If you've ever tried to 1v1 a Ball, it is fucking impossible. On any hero, it is fucking impossible. You cannot win that matchup strictly 1v1, right? It's deathmatch. You cannot win versus Ball. You cannot win versus Hog. Versus Winston is actually pretty easy. You go Tracer to his face and run him out. You go Reaper, poop, 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 and he has to jump away, right? Any of these situations, this guy just has to go all in. Same with Rhine. And Orisa is a bit different just because she's not mobile, right? So she's actually kind of similar to Rhine, but oftentimes you're not running Lucio with her. But these guys cannot hold the side space very well because they have nothing range to really fight you with, or they have no mobility. So big concept number one, this comp holds all the side space. You have all the advantage. We can even go into the supports, how they hold the side space better. These guys need to follow people to heal them. They need to like literally walk next to them to heal them. How do you heal Tracer in this comp? Moira has to mouse one her. Maybe toss a 10,000 mile orb away, but that's a big cooldown. What does this guy have to do? He just press shifts and he's still doing full damage. This guy just press E, he's doing full damage, full healing, right? These guys can heal at range. So this comp can hold all the side space. This is the win condition of this comp. And in fact, if they played any other comp, this comp is the best at holding all the side space in the entire game. This comp is like the best. Maybe you switch this out for Sigma, maybe you switch this out for Ashe, maybe you switch this out for Mercy. It's all the same concept. You can own all the side space in this comp. So that's big concept number one. And you should be thinking about your comp. It doesn't matter if you're playing Rhine versus Rhine. It doesn't matter if you're playing Rhine versus Rhine. It doesn't matter if you're playing Rhine versus Orisa. You need to think about who's holding the side space. What are my characters doing to hold the side space, right? Big concept number one. Let's talk about the application of this and why Outlaws fundamentally failed in this comp too. So here, I don't know why, Crimzo has no reason to go back. This guy jumps him. The only people that can connect are these two. You should be able to see their Tracer, and if their Sombra set up in, 15 seconds to here, then she's a god, like straight up, she's a god. But these three are the only ones that can jump. You can see this guy wherever he comes, just keep track of him, and you kind of get a feeling of where this guy is, right? So you should have the numbers in your head. Overwatch is a numbers game, is the second big concept. Where they put pressure, let's say they put 5 over here, then they have 1 over here, right? This is really important. Numbers game, numbers game, numbers game. I told this to my team. You can hear it in our videos in season 4. This is the big concept that we're talking about. What is our localized advantage? What is our localized advantage? So here, now they're holding side space. They're not fighting for it very aggressively is what I will say. Boom. Justice realizes the win condition of their comp. They're pretty much, all they're doing is just AFKing, pushing cart, and then having their Sombra find a hack. This cannot work. This Sombra doing a 1v5 while these guys AFK just cannot be possible. You guys are not, like, Houston is not pressuring enough. This guy's uptime, if he's not in our face, go fight 5v6. If he's in our face, go fight 6v6 and we win. No matter what, we have the better comp. They're either down 5v6 and we're just aware of hack, or we're 6v6 and we have the better positions and we're surrounding the hell out of them. These guys from here, this is not a desirable position for Lucio and Moira, let me tell you. They want to be in your face. They want to be in your Zen's face, in your Briggs face, so that they can get value, right? This comp's win condition, I cannot fight the side space. I need to just force a brawl, force a brawl, force a brawl, right? So Outlaws already not playing it aggressively enough. I don't think Crimzo is wide enough. If you're playing, they should have, okay. First thing, I think they should have fought harder in this area when the payload's here. I think that there's no reason that this cart should ever push past this corner. The ball can sit on the corner. The diva can sit on the corner. This guy's shooting from this direction. Sorry, this is a better POV. This guy's just sitting on here. This guy looks here. There might even be a guy on the backside. Doesn't really matter. These guys should never be able to, like, move without doing something. This is just how you start the fight, and then afterwards, yeah. And then now that they're here, you should be wider so that you can actually see something. I'm talking about Crimzo's POV just because I can see it, but there's a lot of other things going on for sure. But Crimzo, Zen is like one of the most important components. Discord is how you kill things in this comp. Discord is the most broken ability in the game if used correctly. It cuts everyone's HP by 30%, basically. Okay, so they lose by a hack. This next fight, you have the position. So there is no side space to fight over. This is the third big concept. Backline is very fucking important. Cut their backline. Cut their backline from healing their team. Let me draw a 2D drawing. This is backline. This is frontline, right? Frontline goes here. If backline is cut off by anything, let's say a Winston bubble, a wall, these guys are now 4 players, and then these guys are 2 players, right? This is all numbers game. And now you're playing a 4v whatever and a 2v whatever, right? And these guys might be playing a 6v6. So this is what Justice did the entire map. They did the concept that I want to call kill middle. In all these things, Mag actually never jumps and kills the backline. If you guys remember this match, I can go over this match in a separate video, but big concept, they go for kill middle and they play the numbers game. And they do it beautifully. What Outlaws is doing wrong here is they're not going for backline. They're just letting these guys jump in as 6 and then go back and kill the 4, whoever the front line is of the Houston Outlaws. So let's watch this. Mag's gonna jump, but he has no intent to kill here. Look, he's jumping tanks, right? dpei, you don't see him ever going for the backline here. Mag does a safe jump. It's all about the monkey, so keep your eye on the monkey. He's doing a safe jump. He's not jumping over the wall and trying to kill the Zen. He's just doing a wall jump and then zoning him off. Now what can Brig Zen do? They're just over here on the backside, and then you cut the healing onto point, right? There's no more healing. Brig cannot, well, Brig can AoE heal through, but yeah. And then, look, because they do this, Piggy now just gets hacked. Really easy. Dies on point. Their tanks are dead. The trance comes out, right? But it's kind of too late. Like, the fight is already fucked. So, I said the big concept here was numbers game. Justice is playing the numbers game perfectly. They cut the healing. They jump like this, and then they kill middle. This is what Dallas does. This is what all the great monkey teams actually do. We even do this as well. You jump here. If you cannot kill the backline, you go back here. Dallas is exceptional in the fact that they jump here. They always kill the backline. I can talk about this a bit later and why, you know, we play Fuel in a scrim, and I'm going to show that. But Outlaws, what they needed to do was jump here, have the Zen Brig fight. You're actually not stuck here. You're not stuck here. Go out. Go out and fight, right? Go out and fight. Zen Brig, go out and fight. And what these guys need to do, the front line needs to do, you need to start trading their backline. You need to start trying to kill their backline. Set up your own dive. If these guys are uninterrupted, it doesn't matter. They're just right into your face. The Lucio and Moira get insane value. They're better than Zen Brig when they're right up into your face. So you guys need to cut their backline healing. You guys need to go for backline here. And then these guys, if they start going for you, these guys will come out and support you. Overwatch is a 6v6 game. 6v6 game. You need to play the numbers game so that you're at least always, like, as much as possible, you want to be 6 as much as possible. There are some occasions where this can happen, but yeah, you want this to happen. Okay. I feel like I'm talking about the same thing over and over again, but that's good. That means we're talking about big concepts that we're learning, right? Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, here. Piggy died, sure. But Outlaws needs to still be fighting. They go all the way back. What can Zen do from this angle? He can't do anything. Really, he cannot do anything. Mag, he knows he's going to get EMP'd. What does he do? He's going to kill middle. He did the classic jump here, look backwards, kill middle. That's all this team is doing. Over and over again. He's just playing to live, and then he'll get his support value. Look, Lucio, Moira, healing him. Of course, dpei gets a clutch pulse, and this is, like, important to talk about, is setup. You know, how ready are we for the backline? But this can happen, you know? You can get Widow headshot, you can get pulse bombed in this game. That's part of the game. But you notice these kills? Dante gets hacked. Assassin looking to kill middle. That's all he's doing. He's holding his EMP. He's not trying to kill Crimzo in this tiny little fucking hallway. That's unimportant because Crimzo's playing too far back. They're trying to kill the middle, kill what's available. These guys are hiding. These guys are hiding all the way on the top of here. If you look at the top of here, if you've ever played on the top of here, you cannot see down here. You cannot see under the bridge, right? You cannot see anything. You are not playing to fight. You are playing to survive. Overwatch is a game about aggression, in my opinion. This is like my strict opinion, right? Overwatch is a game about going for backline, being aggressive. And here, how I would have liked to see it is that they fight earlier with Piggy. They should have fought earlier with Piggy. They should have fought earlier for Cart. And instead, they're playing this high ground, which I think is pretty useless. This high ground, sorry. You can't see anything from this high ground as Zen. You can see the Cart. I'd rather you go down and go fight with your team. Go down and fight with your team. I know they have EMP. I don't care. Find a way with Rally. Find a way with Diva Bomb to go first. There are many ways to go first in Overwatch. There are a billion ways to go first. And if you're really afraid, you can hide in the tiny room in the bottom of bank. But you got to find a way to go first here and make the pressure about them. They're controlling none of the side space. These guys just AFK push Cart. They're not completing the goal of their comp. I want to talk about the big concepts because this is them, like, you know, they're very practiced on this map. You know, hopefully they practice. This is their playoff game. They're very practiced on these comps. This is our first time playing Fuel with Ball's End. We pivoted to Ball's End because we were like, okay, we kept on getting shit on by Fuel in Monkey Zarya mirror matchups. There's no way we win in Monkey Ana versus Monkey Ana. They are like the best Monkey Ana team in the entire fucking world. We said that this cannot be our win condition. As a direction, as a coach, I said we cannot be the Monkey team. These guys are the better Monkey team. We have to find our own way in. I want to find a way to utilize our you know, strengths, and this is the best comp that I could come up with that fits our strengths.
Okay.
I'm gonna mute this. Sorry, this is gonna be space feeding, but look at how much pressure we're already putting on. Yes, it's not Lucio Moira. These guys can actually dive high ground, but it's the same concept. I know a bit different, but the same concept. We own all the side space. This guy fights side space better than this guy. This guy really can't really fly up. He mostly is monkey support, and then this guy can't do anything from range, but he can fight the side space a little bit better. But our comp is better still. Better at fighting at side space, better at fighting at side space. This is probably even, but this guy has like more dive pressure, right? But same concept. We have the more of the side space. We need to be fighting for it. Look at what Kev's doing. Boom. Fighting. None of our guys are not pressing mouse 1 at any point. Space just feeds here. Gonna be honest. I hate to do this to my boy Space, but he just kind of feeds here while we're kicking out this Echo. This Echo is dead. He's trying to set up. What they're trying to do is go 5 here, 1 here, and then they're just trying to dive setup. Dallas is always trying to dive. They do really good dive setups, but we were kicking this out. So what is this? This is a 2 versus 1 over here. This is a 4 versus 5 over here. Space needs to not feed here, but he does. He didn't know that they were all there too. So that's why he was like kind of confused, but that was kind of his fault. Doesn't really matter. Just one mistake, right? This is fixable. This is day 1 of playing this comp on Dorado. We lose this fight, obviously, because we just fucking fed. But numbers game-wise, easy. I explained this to Space. He understands. He understands immediately, actually, that he's just fucking feeding. It's not even that hard. But look, we were already, because we've taught this concept throughout the entire season, this is our first time playing the scrim. They knew to 2v1 the Echo. We've talked about it, of course, like more in detail, but they know to 2v1 this Echo. They know the numbers game concept, and they know that we're fighting for all the side space. If you looked before, this looks much better. This comp already looks much better how we're playing it than how Outlaws ever was. Boom, fighting the side space. This Echo gets kicked out, and then we can 6v5 this later once the Echo is kicked out, right? That was the big concept we were trying to do. And again, like, this is not always all articulated. This is the part of the VOD where Houston Outlaws was stuck in the door, right? These guys have better, I don't want to say better ults. They have really good ults. They have really good position. Dallas is a better monkey, the best monkey team in the world. And I can show comms, but the comms aren't even that important because the concepts are so deeply ingrained, they don't even have to talk about it. But here, Birdring knows we basically traded Nano for EMP. We know that the alt gauge is basically the same. We know that they have Nano first ult in the game. Dallas, they're going to try to set up to kill our backline. And in fact, maybe he goes too deep, but I think it's fine. He's alive and he has Primal. there's no way that this isn't the correct play from Fearless. You would say like, oh, maybe you needed to jump over or jump deeper. The fact that they get both of the kills means the dive went fine, right? Looking at this from Dallas and Washington perspective, Dallas just actually could kill the backline, and our backline wasn't safe enough. But different from what Dallas did, they four go this way. Three go this way? Sorry. Three go this way. They don't have a diva. They three go this way. This guy, and then the front line goes this way. What do? We trade backline. Trading the backline is so important. Maybe it stops the nano from getting off. Maybe we just kill their backline, and then we have the best 1v1er in the game. Best 1v1er in the game, best 1v1er in the game, best 1v1er in the game. Truly and honestly, these guys are like insane 1v1ers, right? These guys are good when the fight gets down supports. Monkey is dog shit when the fight gets down supports, unless he has primal. But if anyone has ult, you know, they're good. They're a good hero. Trade backline. They kill our backline with nano. We kill their backline with EMP. And you could tell it's two 3v4s. Space is peeling over here, 3v4 over here, or 3v3, I guess, over here, and 3v3 over here. But we're trading backline. At least our numbers are even. It's not the situation where we're 3 over here, and then there's 6 killing our 3, like it was in the Houston Justice example, right? This is the big concept. This is what we've been teaching. And again, what we've been teaching is holding space. We win this. And now what do we immediately go to do? We go and try to fight shit. We need to go and fight stuff because that's what our comp does. We're up 1. Just keep pushing, keep pushing. WWW. Aprio, Aprio, Aprio. This is what our comms are probably sounding like. I can guarantee you. Here, what can they do? The card's pushing back. We get back into our good positions, and we're fucking fighting them. This guy should not be able to get any of the side space. You have Brig helping you. You have Zen helping you. You have a Sombra hidden potentially to help you, right? Kev is just hunting, going like a maniac for this side space. No one fights for this side space, but this is the big concept that we have. It's not like I told Kev specifically, hey, once we're up this run, and then the Tracer's trying to get set up for this position, you're doing this, right? He just knows. I can fight for the side space. My comp is better at fighting the side space. I'm going to keep fighting. Brig tosses him a pack or two. This guy's trying to get set up, trying to fight for the space, trying to get the side space, right, to set up. Set up for the dive, set up for the dive, set up for the dive is what all Dallas is about. But they're just going to keep going. These guys, because they can't find the side space, they have to find a pathing. They're almost like Rhine comp. They have to find a pathing to get closer to us. They don't want to fight the side space. They cannot fight in this open space. This is the same as first fight, by the way. They should not be able to just like walk freely up to these places, you know, like up to here for free. It should be really, really hard for them, especially with alts, mines, shit like that. It's really, really hard. So they try to cut the distance. There's no side space here. We can't fight in tiny rooms, right? We want to fight in wide open spaces. But here, we're just above them. We're above them. We're surrounding them. We're surrounding them. Every single place they go, we know we are fighting the side space. Big concept, fighting the side space. And then also, we're always looking for backline. If the backline's here, it's impossible to get them, to be honest. But that's all we're doing, fighting the side space. These guys are just trying to set up dive, set up dive, set up dive. Oh, we fucked up here, but again, big concept is more important. Our backline went in the same direction. Our front line just was not fighting with our backline. It was, you know, bad problem. Okay. So you see how, like, just through fundamentals, just through the big concepts of what I've been teaching the entire year, that our team, who has never gone over this comp, yes, we've gone over, like, how to play against this, but just in theory, it's just, like, talking about it. We haven't actually had practice versus this comp, and we full hold Dallas. I'm pretty sure we full hold Dallas during this thing. Yep, full hold. I didn't show the result, but we probably want to skirmish, right? Because our comp is great at skirmishing. So big concepts will carry more over than these Lijiang cheeses, the Great Bamboozle. They will carry over harder than anything else. I want to talk about something else, and it's going for backline. And going for backline is the most important thing. Fighting for side space, just because you don't have the ball Zen comp, does not mean you can't fight for side space. It just means you have to go a little less wide. It means you have to go a little bit less wide. If this was Rhine, it's the same thing. Yes, you have more forward pressure, but you can always fight the side space a little bit. Maybe it's just your back Kree go over. Maybe it's just your Zen Tracer go over, but you can always fight the side space. So this comp, we should have less space than them. They have a Pharah. Our comp is kind of like, they call it a bunker comp, right? I think this is a misnomer. You need to play this proactively. If you just sit in one spot, they'll just farm nano. They'll nano barrage you with EMP or Diva Bomb like slam you. It's really easy if you just stand in one space. You need to be actively fighting, actively fighting. I always tell my team to actively fight. Overwatch is a game about proactivity. I swear to God, this is 100% true. We need to fight for the side space. We need to make sure that we're pushing our advantage as well. Gaga's like feeding here. I'm not exactly sure what's happening based on the VOD. And this was a while ago, so I kind of forgot. But already here, like, we're killing the ball. He's feeding. That's kind of example one. Kev's already fighting this side space by himself. He knows he's coming back. It's okay. He gets res. But look at how aggressively we're playing this. For our McCree angle, and our BAP is over here, right? Like, this is crazy deep as far as anyone else is concerned. But for Shu, he knows how to maximize his hero. He knows how to get value. We're always trying to get as close as possible. Muse 2 is going to try to get his value. These guys, it looks like they have less space than us. They're not running a Tracer. So, actually, they're 5v6. While this guy is stealth, they are 5v6 every single time. Kev knows this. Who can fight him on the side space? It's probably just like Ball and Pharah shooting rockets at him. But if we get that much attention and our Tracer is just orb, it's no problem. We're fighting the side space, and then here, we're always going for backline. Discord Ana. Discord Ana is what Shu's yelling. And Muse is looking for pulls on Ana this entire time. This is the style we've been teaching. This is the aggressive style we've been teaching. Our team should be pushing in right now. Kev just misses the recall, to be totally honest. You can even see his face. His face is so cute. Look at him. Oh, sorry. But we're constantly fighting. Here we know they're going for res, so we're down a little bit. But here, Jinmu is getting no space. During this time, I can tell you, our Kree is going wide. Our BAP is doing stuff to go in their face. Look at how much pressure this Ana has. Like, we're watching from Monk's perspective. This guy is just fucked. What Muse does really well, why Orisa is really good, you can just push their backline and dive. You just sit there. Your backline cannot break the shield very easily, and unless you're running Zen, they cannot break the shield very easily. Ana cannot break the shield. These guys have no shield break. This Orisa just can run up to you and kill you. I can show another example on other maps, but we're inting onto their backline almost like we're dive, right? Fundamentals are, they're setting up a dive on this. Our Kree BAP, our Kree BAP Zen are like fighting the side space, fighting their Pharah Mercy Ball even, could be even Diva, but we're pressuring this Ana so that we get a numbers advantage. We're trying to get a numbers advantage. So we send 2 over here. Yes, we're weaker on this side. Yes, we're weaker on the Zen BAP Kree side, but this guy is dead. This guy is dead, and that's a good goal. We 2v1 this guy. Mercy can't heal everyone. So the more you let the opponent do whatever the fuck they want, the less chance you're going to have. This is why being proactive is so important. This fight looks pretty bad. We started out with Kev dying, right? Oh, Debo 1v1. So yeah, definitely the fundamentals are more important. They will win you series. They will make your team better. You need to make your team better fundamentally. Of course, you need to figure out specifics with whatever comp you're doing. These set plays are beautiful. These set plays are great, and they will win you individual fights, and you need to win these individual fights sometimes in playoffs. It's very, very important to come up with these set plays and how you want to plan out your game. But you need to be a fundamentally strong team in Overwatch. I think really only maybe the top 8 teams across all the 20 teams are fundamentally good. And even then, you even saw clips where we were not fundamentally good as Gladiators. You even saw clips of Houston and Washington, which were playoff teams, you know, like close to being playoff teams. They were not fundamentally the best team, right? So fundamentals are the most important thing in Overwatch. This will transfer over to Overwatch 2. I guarantee it. I guarantee Overwatch 2 will actually have more side space than anything. With one tank in the game, it's going to be more about supports, more about DPS holding the side space. You're going to have tanks having to deal with the side space, and it will feel more obvious for them as well. You're going to have to deal with numbers game in any game, every single game. I've seen Valorant, I've seen CSGO. Everything requires the numbers game. And going for backline should be even more important in Overwatch 2 because that's 2/5 of the team. That's 40% of the team. It's going to be really important to learn how to cut healing, how to keep healing as the two, if you're the one being attacked as well. So thank you guys for watching. This is the stuff I love to talk about. These are the big concepts that I have taught over the years. This is really like the coaching secrets of the Los Angeles Gladiators last year. These are the big ideas, the big concepts. You'll need to fill them in with your specifics. But if you are a team looking to get better, if you are a player looking to get better, these are really, really important concepts in such a team game that is Overwatch, right? Let me know how you guys like this video, and thank you guys for watching. Have a nice day. Bye.